Okay, and I think, guys, that we are live now. I'll take a few seconds to check that we are broadcasting in our group.
Yes.
Okay, Amazon Nonstop. Yeah, guys, I can see you in our group in Amazon Nonstop. Good evening. We are live. Good evening, Assaf, and good afternoon to you, Bradley.
Good morning still. It's 11 a.m.
Good morning. Okay. Okay, perfect. So we are going to take a few minutes until all the viewers who are a bit late will join us. So I'm not going to introduce you yet, even though I'm sure everybody know that what's going to happen and who I'm hosting for the next hour. But we will wait a few moments, if you don't mind, guys. It's okay?
Sure. Sounds good. Sounds good.
That's fine.
Okay.
Let's put it on mute.
Okay. I can see that we have our first viewers in our Israeli Amazon Nonstop group. So good evening, guys, and good afternoon for all the viewers across the world. We're going to start in a few minutes. In the meanwhile, I would be happy to know if you see us and hear us well, guys. חברים בישראל, האם אתם שומעים אותנו ורואים אותנו מצוין? תנו לנו תשובות, give us an answers. We have a small delay between the broadcasting and the chat, so we will wait a few minutes for a feedback, for a few seconds. Okay. Let me see if I'm getting any messages. Guys, can you hear and see us clear? Okay. I believe that is because of the delay. We will get answers very quick. Okay. Okay, I can see ourselves in the group, so I believe that everything is okay. I believe that the viewers will write us that they can see us as well in a few seconds. And meanwhile, I'm gonna pause everything and do a very important thing. So I would like more people to enjoy this live, so I will take a moment and share it in other groups and in my personal profile. So you guys and the viewers that hear us and see us now, more than welcome to do the same, okay?
Okay, done.
Perfect. Okay. We will wait a few more seconds until the live will start. Copy link and I'm done. Yeah. Okay. So let me see if I got any messages from our group. Okay, I can see a message. The sound is great. You are live. Everything is perfect. Cool, guys. So I think that this is the perfect timing to introduce you guys. First of all, my good friend Assaf Vigdor from PPC Winner Business Development Department, that without that man and his team, none of this would be happen. Hello, Assaf, how are you? Okay, I think that Assaf is down now. Let me add Assaf again. Assaf, you disappeared.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, you're here again.
Good karma with the connection today.
Okay, everything is okay. You're here now.
Could you
hear me?
Yeah, can hear you. It's good to be here. And good to be with the best buddy, Bradley. And good to have this webinar as the finale for the season.
Amazing. I want to thank to Shai, Venezia, and Chanit Doer Shefer as well, and all the people on PPC Winner for the 1,000 times for working so hard behind the scenes and making this happen. This is no doubt that this is the biggest live we ever had in our Amazon on group, in our Amazon non-stop group. So I'm very excited. Assaf, would you like to tell us what is PPC Winner and who is we are hosting tonight and how all it connects together?
Sure. So PPC Winner is a software that automates the entire PPC for Amazon sellers. We are creating and managing the Amazon campaigns. So the system is fully automated and is doing many things on the back, like keyword research. It's creating and managing the campaigns. It's optimizing the bids. It's doing the entire PPC process for the Amazon seller. You can sit back and relax and let the software do everything for him. And the reason why we are having this event, actually I met Bradley back in the SellerCon. He told me Yashar Koach, so I immediately know that he's the person to talk with. No, but I was astonished from the presentation that he actually given on the show itself, on the SellerCon, which actually I learned a lot, and it was very impressive. There are many tips, and I think that it's very valuable for the Israeli audience here, and we can learn a lot from this great guy. Hello, Bradley.
Hello. Thank you for inviting me. It's good to be here.
Hello. Yes, friends, you heard us well. Bradley Sutton from Helium 10 is with us tonight, and he is live with us. And he's going to provide an amazing information about the best Amazon tool ever. Correct, Bradley?
Ever in the history of the world.
Ever in the history. Yeah. Bradley, first of all, thank you for joining us. It's a great honor to host you here in our group. I have to say, Bradley, that we never had such a huge buzz around the live broadcast in our group like in that live. And are we ready to start?
I'm ready to go. Let's do this.
Okay, guys. So the stage is all yours. What we're going to talk about tonight?
Assaf, you're going to start off, right?
Yeah, I will going to discuss and talk with Bradley about PPC, about different tips and ingredients to make the right PPC for the Amazon sellers. Then Bradley, we continue on the keywords, tracking, and then other parameters that can be used on Helium 10.
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, amazing. So the viewers can see the presentation, Assaf, so you can start. You can see the presentation as well?
Bradley, you can see it clear?
Yep, I can see it.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. So I will start with
yeah.
Yeah, and again, I will add that at the end we have a special offering for the people that are going to be on this live. It's going to be a big surprise.
Yeah, I heard that you prepared a very special benefit for our group members tonight. Yes. It's really special benefits. I actually heard about it like about 20 minutes ago, and it's huge, guys. It's huge.
Yeah. So can you go one slide back?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the first slide.
Okay. So I think that the basics for Amazon sellers before they start running out campaign, there are some critical ingredients that need to be there before you start operating your campaigns. And we found it from analyzing many campaigns from some of our users is that there are some missing links in their listing that relates to the success of their PPC campaigns. And this is what we are teaching our customers on what to do in order to create the right PPC campaign. So the first and the most important thing is the high quality product picture. You really need to have it nailed down to the best picture that you can have for your product. Because at the end, the shoppers, the potential buyers, will compare your products. It will be the first interaction they will have with your products to other products. And your product has to be the neatest one and the best picture among all the pictures from your competitors, okay? So it's very important to have a high-quality product picture. The second thing, it's really about your pricing. It needs to refer to your competitors. You need to understand the value of your products and the pricing attached into your pricing system, okay? You need to understand on which part of your life cycle your products is in. because if you're just launching out a campaign or launching out a product, you really need to have the right pricing for that. Because if your competitor has a product that he's been selling for a few years, and he can allow himself to sell a specific price, it doesn't say that you need to sell at the same price. You need to put a price that you can enter to the market. Okay, and there are other elements that relates to your pricing and to your product lifecycle. So it's very important that the pricing is always being compared. So you need to understand your product and the right pricing for that. Okay, you really need to have a detailed listing with the relevant keywords. You need to know which keywords are relevant to your listing. You need to put it on the bullets. You need to put it on the description. It's very important. And if you already know which keywords are converting, you have to add it into your description. It's very important because we know that on mobile, description comes second. Okay, you have the pictures and then you have the description. So it's important to have over there the relevant keywords. And again, you need to set up expectations from the campaign. Not every campaign can launch 100% echoes or 20% echoes. It's really about managing the expectations from the specific campaign, having set of goals from the campaign, and what is your echoes goals for specific campaign, and always measure that. It's very important. And one thing that's very critical, it's really about positive reviews. You need to have at least, and we said minimum 5 reviews before you're launching a PPC campaign. Don't start a PPC campaign before you have reviews. Okay, Bradley, please add if you want to add into that. You are welcome.
Yeah, no, this is all very good points, because a lot of people might have 2 or 3 of these, but they don't have all, and you're really leaving a lot on the table if you don't have that. I mean, I love that the first thing you talked about was the images. Something I can show them a little later, how to get some emotional connection with the images. It was something I talked about at the SellerCon. And of course, the reviews. And here's the one thing I always tell everybody is that so many times as Amazon sellers, and I say this so much because I still see this mistake happening, is Amazon sellers think too much like sellers and not like a buyer. They're thinking about the metrics and all of these things, but at the end of the day, they don't put themselves in the buyer's shoes. If they did, they would naturally have the best image, because they know how important as a buyer an image is. They would know that if there's no reviews, usually people are not even going to click on it, the majority of people. But we start thinking about all these other metrics and like, hey, I have the best keywords, I'm indexed, I'm this, I'm that. But the buyer doesn't care about that. The buyer, first 2 things they look at is the reviews, of course, the price and the images. So if you don't have that, ready, you're leaving so much money on the table, because you're almost out of the game before you even start playing.
Okay, so I can go to the next slide?
Yes, please.
Okay, amazing.
Okay, so one thing that we found very useful, and this is why we're using is tip number 1, but it's a bit complex to do it, but I will try to simplify that. I know I talked about it before in other sessions. It's really how to promote your converting keywords, okay? So once you set up a campaign on PPC Winner, and you have the keywords that actually converted for you. So you're taking out download the Amazon report, okay? And you need to identify these keywords, those relevant keywords. Then you're taking 1 or 2 of these keywords, the one that have the one with the highest search volume and having a good rank, and then really later on we'll explain how to do that also on Helium 10. And then you're creating another specific campaign, manual campaign for these keywords. And on this campaign, you set up the bids to 30 cents, okay, minimum. And you're using targeting a budget of $20 or $30 for that. And you allow the system to auto bid it from 300 to 900, okay? But again, it's according to your average bid. You need to understand what is your average bid, but then if you start with 30 cents and you give it 300, you need to measure the conversion and then maybe slightly increase that. You see how much impression gives you, and then increase it slightly. But then it will improve and will help with the conversion of these specific keywords and also help them organically. Okay, and then you need to search the keywords and their location, and you can use it on the Helium 10 on the keyword tracker, right, Brady?
Yes, yes.
Later on, you're going to explain how to do that.
Yeah, so I just actually noticed that I don't have the, I was planning to share the live screen, but I see that I don't have the option to share the screen. So I'm going to have everybody use their imagination a little bit. But just really quick to go back, you don't have to go back to the last slide, but since I can't share the screen, let me just...
Those are simple steps. I can show it from my subscription. So
okay, perfect. So I just want to, if you can go to your Chrome browser and just go to Amazon.com, and I want to show people this. And this is something important. I didn't actually, for Assaf's, it's good that there's slides, but for software, I personally don't like slides unless I'm in a conference, because what happens is some people may be thinking naturally, oh, he prepared this to have a good result, and it's like, okay, yeah, he probably had to try 10 things and he's just putting the slide of what is the best. But for me, I am very confident in our tools. I can do anything live and it'll show a good results. And I will talk about though what I showed. Go ahead and log in, but then also open up one tab on Amazon.com.
Cool. Okay, we are in Amazon.
Now, usually I talk about collagen peptides, which of course we could, but in this case, I'd like to go to something completely different. So please type in a search, anything you want, but something that's not like a new niche, like something that probably the top products have more than 1,000 reviews. So
okay, I'm going
really strange.
I'm going for yoga mat.
Yoga, perfect.
Okay.
Okay, so now you're on the yoga mat. So let's take a look here. Do you see anything that has a lot of reviews?
Yeah, of course. I can see here more than almost 4,000 reviews.
Okay, why don't you click on that listing? Click on one of those.
Okay, okay.
And then once that page loads,
it will take time. Okay.
Yeah, it's actually good. My keyboard is not working anyways.
Okay. We have many technical problems today, but
no worries.
We not worry.
So did you click on the listing?
Yeah, I did, but
any one of those are okay.
So maybe it will take a few seconds.
Okay, no worries.
Okay. Oh, I have a Chrome. Wait, I'm just.
So basically, what I'm trying to do is, like for example, Assaf, when somebody is, we can talk about this while he's loading the page, but when somebody is making a new product, they always say, hey, it's important, which is very true. It's important.
Okay, I mean, Brett.
Perfect. It's important to look at the competition reviews. So usually the reason is why, Assaf, like when you're making the product, before you even make the product, why do people suggest to look at the competitor review?
To know about the pain, to know what they are missing, what are needs, or what they are missing in the product, so you can bring a better product.
Yeah, usually like, hey, let me see what is people complaining about. Like what do they hate about the competition? I better make sure I fix that in mind. And then, also, what do they love about the competition? I better make sure I have it. But in this sense, I'm going to use a third reason of analyzing the competitor. So if you can, right here on this, how many reviews are there? I can't really see the screen very well.
About 3,800.
Perfect. All right. Click on the Helium 10 Chrome extension at the top, the blue circle. And then at the very bottom, hit a review downloader.
Review downloader, yeah.
Okay. Just select the start date of maybe September 1, 2018. Let's just, so that it doesn't take too long. Let's just look at
2018.
Yeah, 2018. Let's just look at the reviews they've gotten in the last year. Hit OK, and then hit extract.
Extract. Okay.
Okay. So basically, what he's telling Helium 10 to do is, hey, show me the reviews that this listing has gotten in the last year. Regardless how many stars. regardless of if it's verified or not. Just I want a general view of all the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star reviews. And the important thing is, regardless if you guys are using Helium 10 or you're not using Helium 10, it doesn't matter. This is an important step to take when you're making your listing, because you want to get in the mind of your potential customer. So let's say your product is, maybe not identical to this, but very similar. In other words, your target customer is exactly the same kind of customer who maybe was buying this product. That's a very important part. Don't just pick any random one. Pick the one where you think your target customer is going to be the same, because the whole point of this is you're trying to get in the mind of that customer. So this is, wow, it looks like most of the reviews are all from the last year. So now at the very top, you see it says all reviews and then analysis. Go ahead and hit analysis.
Okay, I did.
Okay. It might take a little bit for it to go there. Okay. So basically, what is this doing? This is showing you all of the keyword phrases, the 2 and 3 and 4 word phrases that is mentioned the most in the reviews. And always the first few ones is usually, of course, you would guess it. Okay. Yoga mat, of course, is going to be very, that's what people are going to say. But then look here, I'm just scrolling now. Look here, the carrying strap. That's like almost number 6. So hit the carrying strap. Like that is not something I would normally think of. So now, as you can see, everything is coming up yellow where it said the carrying strap in the reviews. So just if you can start scrolling, I see here it says, I would improve the carrying strap is not long enough. I see, I really like the carrying strap. I like the carrying strap. The carrying strap is easy to use, et cetera, et cetera. Now, for me, I don't do yoga. Okay. And for most of us, we make products on Amazon. Maybe we don't know anything about it. We only found it in Helium 10 or something, and we didn't even know this exists. So we're not experts. So maybe I'm selling a yoga mat. I just think the most important thing to a customer is the comfort, or is the size, or I don't know, whatever yoga mats do, right? But here, almost one of the top things is the carrying strap that everybody is mentioning. So on my product, maybe I already was going to make a carrying strap, okay? But this is where it comes in for the PPC, the listing, the images. I'm going to make, let's go back to the listing where we got these reviews from, the other tab, okay? So look there. You can see that in that very first main image, they're doing something good. I can see very clear the carrying strap. That's like part of their main image. So they're obviously looking at their customers' opinion. Now let's look at their bullet points. Where's their bullet points? Yes.
Yeah, I can show it in a bigger size.
So I can see it there. I can see it. So there's not much about it. So that's something that maybe they can improve on. But again, the typical customer of this kind of yoga mat is very interested in the carrying strap. So I would actually make another image that really highlights the carrying strap. And also the first bullet point or second bullet point, I'm going to talk about that. And that's something that's important because, again, the goal here is to make the emotional connection with my buyer. I see here, I'm just looking here that says 68 inch long. Yeah, easy strapping, but it's kind of, a little bit, and they talk about it at the bottom. A free yoga strap is included at the bottom. But for me, because I see that it's so important to the customers, one of the top things said, I would make that at the top. And so these are the small things that can help your conversions, because when people are looking for your listing, they don't know your brand. Maybe they don't know your brand. You're a new brand. They're just looking, everything is the same to them. They just look at the images, they look at the price. But if something catches their attention that really speaks to their desires or their goal, it gives you that advantage over your competition. And this is not a keyword necessarily that could come up in keyword research. Like, people don't search for strap or easy strapping and think a yoga mat is going to come up. No, they're searching for yoga mat. They're searching for yoga mat for women. There's, like those are keywords. Strapping is not a keyword. That is something that they're thinking of. That is what they would like it to have. So by focusing on that in your PPC, by focusing on that in your images and your bullet points, you're trying to really make that connection with the buyer. So as you can see with Helium 10, it's very easy to find these because you just click twice. But even if you don't use Helium 10, make sure that you're hiring a VA or an employee and say, hey, please read these 1,000 reviews in 2 days or whatever, and tell me what are the most common things, positive or negative, that people are talking about. And you're looking for those emotional connections so that you can get the advantage. But as you can see, even with a very slow Chrome browser, it only takes maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Yeah. So I see one of the reasons why his Chrome browser is too slow is because he has too many other tools in the Chrome extensions. But of course, we know Assaf, all he needs is Helium 10. But so we need to talk to him more to make your Chrome faster. Just delete those other guys and just have Helium 10. But anyways, so that's why I want. Now, if we can go back to the presentation, there was one other point I wanted to talk about there in the
I actually had no idea that the program had that helpful feature.
There we go. Yep.
I was using it for like, I don't know, months or years.
Cool. Yeah. And that's why I like bringing it out, because it's one of the few known features, but for me, it's like one of the second or third most important things.
Seriously, because I'm using usually the black box, the keyword magnet, and the X-ray. So it was new for me, and actually it is amazing. So
there we go.
Thank you for that. Okay, let's go.
Let's go back. There was one thing I wanted to talk about also from the presentation. Yes. So Assaf talks here about keyword reports, identifying, converting keywords. Super important. High search volume, focusing on those. You could see which one had the most impressions, or in Helium 10, we have search volume estimations that are very accurate. Last year, Amazon gave that information to everybody. You could see the actual search volume. Now it doesn't do that. So it's just an estimate, but ours are very accurate. It could be, compared to brand analytics so that you can make sure that we are very accurate. And even before you make the auto campaign, you can get an idea of what keywords could be converting by analyzing the competition. With Helium 10, you could go into Cerebro and you can actually see what are the keywords that your competitors are bidding very high for. What are maybe they not bidding very high, or maybe they're not bidding at all. What are some keywords that are searched high that are very relevant to my niche? All of these things you can do with Cerebro. And then the last thing there, go ahead.
Yeah, the next tip would be about Cerebro and now really focusing on that.
Yes. All right. So the last thing mentioned there is Keyword Tracker. I'm not sure if you knew this, but in Keyword Tracker, not only can you track the organic position, but now you can track the sponsored position, the sponsored rank position, and even with your competition on the same graph, so that you can see, hey, sometimes it's not that important where on the page you show up, because if there's a lot of different products on the first page, maybe some is not your competition. What's important is where do you show up compared to your competition. So with Keyword Tracker, you can put 5 or 6 of your competitors' products, and on one graph, you could see where are you showing up organically in search results compared to your competitors, and where are you showing up in the sponsored results compared to your competitors. And it helps you know, do I need to increase my bid? Do I need to decrease my bid? Am I bidding too high because I'm always number one? So maybe I can go lower and still be number one. But you can not only see that once per day, but if you turn on Boost, you can actually see that every single hour. So 24 times a day, we can check for you. So anyways, that catches us up to the bottom there. So Assaf, I'm going to pass the ball to you.
Got it. Okay, so the next slide would be about Cerebro and actually how it can help us to improve our organic ranking. Okay. So what we can do in a very simple process is actually searching our product ASIN in the Cerebro. And then you get the list of the relevant keywords that are related to the searches to our product. And what we're trying to do over there is actually filtering the search volume into minimum 500 searches or even above that, between 500 to 1,000. And then we're checking out the phrases which are listing our organic ranking on the page number 2 or 3. Usually it's between the 60 position to the 80 to the 90 to the 100, depends on different products, different positions. And actually what we're talking about doing is actually taking these keywords that are positioning between the second and third page and building a new campaign only for this keyword to help them to move to the first page. Because once we are, the PPC will convert these keywords into sales, it will help them organically to move to the first page. Bradley.
Yes. So this is important because sometimes we want to think we know what is the most important keywords for our listing, and we think we're experts.
Sorry, would you like me to show,
Sure. Let's go ahead and check it. Let's use that same yoga mat and let's put that into Cerebro.
Okay, I'll find his ASIN.
Okay.
And I'll just put it in the Cerebro. Okay, here in the menu in the left. And what now?
Paste. And then get keywords.
Keywords. Okay.
Yeah. So if this was our listing or this is a competitor listing, what it's going to do is it's going to show us keywords from 3 different metrics. Number 1, it's showing us all of the keywords that that this product is ranking for in the top 300 positions. Okay. Number 2, it's showing us all of the keywords that Amazon recommends that we advertise for. Now, again, Amazon algorithm can make mistakes, so don't think that just because Amazon recommends it, it is super important. And number 3, if it's making sponsored ads, it will show you where we have detected. It looks like this product is not making the sponsored ad. They're selling so good they don't need PPC. I wish I could have that. I wish we could have a listing that doesn't need a PPC, but maybe this has been on Amazon for quite a while. That's why they're not doing PPC lately. Or they just turned it off while we were checking. But the organic position, let's see, this kind of tells us where they're getting their organic sales from, because the only way they can maintain a high rank on a keyword that has good searches is if they're converting for it. So right there in the top under search volume, please put a minimum 1,000.
Search volume.
Top left.
Yeah, up in the left.
Mm-hmm. And now 2 filters over organic rank. Let's put between 1 and 20.
1 and 20.
Yeah, I just want to see what are the high search and then hit apply. I want to see what are the high search volume keywords. They are on page 1 because this is probably where they are getting many of their sales. Wow, 37 keywords. That is amazing. That should be the goal of anybody, to have that many keywords of that high search volume. So you could see, look how many, the last time we checked, they are page 1, position 1. Yoga mat for men, yoga mat, hot yoga mat with strap. There's that strap again. All right. Yoga mats, black yoga mat. Look at the number 7. That is a misspelling. Yoga mat with 2 T's. Thin yoga mat. There's another misspelling. Number 9. There are 1,000 American people who don't know how to spell mat and they call it yoga may. Would you have known that? I wouldn't have known that people do that. But if you think about it, the letter Y is right next to the letter T on the keyboard. So a lot of people are not typing it correct. But if you didn't run this search, maybe you wouldn't have put that. Let's keep going down. Yoga mat non-slip. Yoga mat ages 3 to 6. Kids? What? People are making their kids that are 4 years old do yoga? I didn't know that. That's a crazy. I think those people need to have some problems with their parenting skills. But hey, I'll sell them something. Maybe I don't approve of their parenting skills, but I approve of them giving me money for my yoga mats. All right. Exercise mats. Look at that. Number 21. Another misspelling. Exercise. One thing people will know, if you've lived in this country enough, you'll know that there's a good portion of the population who does not know how to spell. And we can see that right there. Exercise there. Pilates mat. Maybe I didn't know that people use this for Pilates. Let's keep going down. Okay, let's wait for it to
yoga mat.
Best yoga mat, exercise mats, workout mats for home gym, yoga pad. I don't know, maybe that's a British way to say, you know, sometimes the British people speak English funny, so maybe yoga pad is how they think of it, like a mouse pad or something. What else do we have? Another, and what you'll see sometimes when you have the search volume go smaller, you'll even see a lot of Spanish keywords. Now, actually, in Spanish, I think yoga mat is almost the same word. But if you have other products, you'll see Spanish words come up here in Cerebro. So even before we launch our product, I have a good idea what are some potential target keywords for the PPC. And why would I target these? Because I know that if this product is similar to mine, this is what is driving the sales of my competitors. So this means that I would want to use these keywords to drive sales. Now, of course, guys, would never recommend trying to compete in yoga mats or something with this high search volume. Never. I'm just giving the example of the process to search for. So everybody, if you're right now on Alibaba looking for yoga mats, please stop and don't do that, because you're going to blame me for losing your money later. You don't want to go try to source yoga mats. But regardless of the category, this is the process you can use.
And Igal, for my example, if you click between 60 to 80 organic ranking, then you can see on the
Here.
filter.
Yeah, 60 to
60 to 80. Yeah, 60 to 80. 60 to 100.
Okay.
And all of what can come up now are the target keywords to put a campaign because you want to move them to the first page.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because you know how you increase your sales
Product
is in the first page, right?
Okay.
So they are very near to that. They are very close to getting to the second page. You need to give them some push with PPC to help them to move organically into the first page, and then you see a good increase in your sales. On this
very good.
Course.
Absolutely.
Amazing tip. So we can get back to the presentation.
Yeah.
Okay. So we finished with that slide, Assaf?
Yeah. And let's move to the third one. And the third one is actually divided into 2 steps, okay, or 2 type of hacks, okay? And you know we like to convert our competitor actions, right? We want to take the business out from our competition. You know, this is the goal for selling on Amazon. So what we can do is actually identify the converted competitor actions from our PPC winner auto campaign, okay? So you get a list of essence of products, or actually list of essence of your competitors that you have converted on them. You sold your products based on other people's searches, okay? Or other people's products pages. And then you're taking this essence from the one that you already converted, you put it on a new campaign, on a separate campaign, and then you can add to other product essence or variations of this specific competition, and to add into that, and you build another, we call it competitor campaigns, because it's based on essence that you already been converted on. Okay.
Amazing. Yeah.
And the second tip where that related to the competition, you can move to the next slide. and over here you can use also the black box, okay? So you need to look
black
for
my favorite feature in Helium 10.
Oh, good.
Yeah, guys, can you hear me?
Okay?
Yeah, I got you now.
So you can take
the black box is my favorite feature in Helium 10.
Right. So what you can do is actually search similar products with same features and benefits as your product, okay? And if you can see on the example below, if you can target, for example, products which are under 3 rating or under 4 stars rating, then you can see immediately I don't see it here, but you see the 4 stars and above as a sponsor ads that will come on this page, okay? So if you target a product that has below 4 rating stars and your product is above that, then you immediately appear over here on the sponsor ad. So you get a very good place.
So then you're like taking out from the auto campaign the ones that are converting well and making it manual targeting for those ASINs.
Right. Correct.
Good. I like it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. And again, you can use, and we're going to explain how to use it on the black box, because you can take a lot of much of information from the black box and comparing your products to other products and identifying the ASINs that you can compare to your product, but yours is much better.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's show the viewers how to do it again.
All right. So go to there's 2 ways that for now that we're talking about product targeting. Go back to Amazon really quick.
Okay.
The Amazon tab, and then go to that. Just hit back so that we're on the search of yoga mats. So one way that you could find potential ones to target, and this I learned from my friend Paul Miller. He asked me. He's like, "Hey Bradley, I make kids headphones, and I don't know which one I want to target, but I just want to start and target everybody on the top 3 pages of kids headphones or something like that, right?" We can do that here with Yoga Mat. Hit the Chrome extension now, and then hit ASIN Grabber. And while you're doing that, you see the one with the JS. You can go ahead and delete that from your Chrome. I'm just playing. I'm just kidding. But once the page is loaded, I see the Chrome is still loading right there.
Yeah,
but
it's loading. Yeah.
I can still see it says X, so it's still loading that page.
It's my internet connection because I'm uploading the broadcast and it's a bit slow now. So we'll be patient. You can continue me. Okay, cool. So, actually, I want to say to the viewers, guys, that if you have a question, you're welcome to ask questions, because I see everybody so quiet. So, okay. So we will.
So hit ASIN Grabber.
ASIN Grabber. Okay.
Okay. So this one is a little bit different than X-ray, because we're just taking some basic information here from the first 3 pages, not just the beginning one, not just the first page. So hopefully it's going to work with your computer, or maybe we're overloading. We're asking too much from your computer. But what it does is it gives you all the ASINs, all the titles, every important information from the top 3 pages, and then you can download it into an Excel file with just 1 click. And now you have a complete list of all of the ASINs. Now, how that helps is you could just copy that list of ASINs and drop it right into a manual product targeting campaign with PPC. Otherwise, you would have to find each ASIN and copy and paste and copy and paste and copy and paste. But here, this takes a 1-hour process and makes it 15 seconds, unless you have a very slow Chrome browser like this.
Yeah, it is very slow. Okay, but we got that.
So that's one way. All right, here it is. This is showing. The other way is by searching for very similar yoga mats, but maybe they have some characteristics that kind of tell you that maybe they're not great. All right. So while this is loading, let's go back to Helium 10. Let's let this load. Let's go back to Helium 10 and go to Black Box.
Okay, we are in.
Okay. Now, what is yoga mat category? Probably sports, right?
Yeah, probably.
So let's select that sports category.
In advanced filters.
No, just categories. Top.
Okay. Yeah. Sport and outdoors.
Yep. Let's do monthly revenue let's go ahead and do like $500 minimum. We want something that is selling.
$500.
Yeah, estimated minimum. And then now let's do review count maximum 5. It's possible that maybe since then there have been more, but let's try that first. Now scroll down under title, keyword search. Whoops, hit that again. Okay. Title, keyword search, type yoga mat.
Yeah, yoga mat. Okay.
Okay, and now let's scroll down and then just go ahead and hit search. So basically, we're looking for some yoga mats that are selling that, potentially it has yoga mat in the title, but it's selling, but for whatever reason, it only has less than 5 reviews. So just start scrolling here. So right here, here's a list of 200 products that we can search for ones that are similar. And again, when we target them with the ad, our goal is, hey, somebody clicked on that listing. So maybe they're interested in it, but then as they scroll down, they see our ad and maybe we have more reviews. So we're like, the customer maybe is like, oh, wow, this is better. I'm going to click this. So, I mean, that is the whole concept behind product targeting ads. So that's one way. Now scroll up to the top. I'll just explain briefly the other ones that we could do. We could do review rating. Like maybe show me the yoga mats. We don't have to do it right now, but just so that people can understand. Show me the yoga mats where the review rating is less than 3.5 stars. Because if I have a 5-star, maybe I'll have, a better one. We could use the number of images, maybe like max 2 images, because then we know that their listing is very bad, right? So maybe somebody clicks on a listing and they're like, ugh, this image is, or this listing is so ugly, it only has 1 image or 2 image. And then they see the ad and it's better, right? What else? We could do fulfillment, right? We could do fulfillment and say, let's find the listings that are fulfilled by merchant. Most people, they want Amazon Prime. So maybe they clicked on the listing and they're disappointed because they see that it's fulfilled by merchant. But then they scroll down and they see our product there with the fulfilled by Amazon. So again, Prime, that might be another way. Let's go back to the Amazon window. Let's see if it loaded yet still.
It's still loading. Yeah, it's still loading. Okay.
Still loading. Okay.
I think that we got the idea, but
you got the idea of that. One last thing. Go. Try to exit out of that window if you can. I want just to go back to the yoga mat listing. Any one of the yoga mat listings. So let's go to Amazon and let's go to find any. It could be the same one that we had before or another one.
Okay. You want me to enter to any listing?
Yeah, any one of those.
Yeah, okay.
One mistake that some sellers make when they are selecting ASINs to target is they're only selecting other yoga mats. I mean, that's good. Yes, absolutely target other yoga mats. But let me show you guys what happens. So did you click one?
Yeah, but something weird is going on. I don't know. I never saw that so slow. So I think better is to explain the idea.
Too much information.
It doesn't load any listing?
Yeah, I'm trying to load a listing, but it takes time. I don't know why. So,
all right.
Okay, we are in now. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Now scroll down just a little bit. Right there. Or go up, right there. All right.
Yeah.
Perfect example. What I'm looking at is what happened? Oh yeah. Let's keep scrolling down. You see, you got Keepa. Too many things you've got on your computer. All right, scroll down. You're wasting your money with all these things that are already in Helium 10. That's why your computer is so slow. Before when I was a consultant for Amazon sellers, I was the same. I had maybe 8 Chrome extensions. And then I discovered Helium 10. I was like, wow, I can just delete everything. I have everything I need in Helium 10. Now look there. Frequently bought together. So important, all right? they're not buying yoga mats with other yoga mats, but they're buying other things like weights and resistance bands, right? So this is a perfect way to target other kinds of products. Now let's scroll down and see what kind of competitors are sending sponsored ads. Look at this. Perfect example. Sponsored products related to this item. Every single one of those is what? What kind of product?
A yoga mat?
It's a yoga mat, all right?
Yeah.
And that's the common thing. But right there, we have evidence that people who are buying yoga mats are also buying these other products. So it makes sense. We should target these other kind of products as well. And sometimes it's different every day which products come on the frequently bought together. So let's copy this ASIN. Okay. And let's go back to Black Box. Now, on the last tab right there, it says product targeting. Let's hit that. Have you ever used this before?
Yeah.
Cool.
Assaf told me in one of our meetings.
Perfect. Now paste the ASIN right there and then hit search. Oh, paste the ASIN, press spacebar. Now hit search. Okay. Let's see if we have any information on this ASIN. Oh, we do. Perfect. Now under source, go back to the top. Under source, hit frequently bought together. Scroll up. Yep. On the right-hand side.
On the right-hand side.
Source. It says none selected.
Okay.
Bought together.
Yeah. Okay.
And then hit search again.
Okay.
So now look at that. We have a list of 12 different products that we should also target. If our competitor's product is similar, look at that. You might not have known that people who are buying the yoga mat, they're also buying foam rollers. They're buying resistance band. Let's scroll down. That resistance band we actually saw. Look at that. Yoga blocks. I don't even know what is a yoga block, but people are buying it. Dumbbells. So these are all things that we're not guessing. Maybe somebody who is interested in weights would be interested in yoga mats. No, Amazon is telling us that not only are they interested, but they are buying it in the same purchase. The same purchase transaction. That's what has to happen for it to show up and frequently bought together. So we can have the advantage of the other yoga mats who are just targeting other yoga mats, but we can target frequently bought together and have an advantage. So Assaf, are you still with us?
Yeah, it's interesting. I really like this.
Did we lose?
Yeah.
Amazing. Assaf, do we have any other tips in your presentation?
No. We're done with the
presentation. We finished. It was very helpful. It was amazing. I learned a lot today, and I was thinking that I know almost everything about Helium 10, so I understand now that I have many things to study again. Okay, so what we're going to talk about now, guys?
Really? Go.
I don't know where Assaf went to. I don't see him anymore.
Why? I'm here.
He's taking a nap. He said, Bradley is talking too much. I need to go to sleep.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Can we message him? Let's see.
Now, Bradley, Assaf is with us. Can you hear us?
I can't hear him. He's talking?
Yeah.
I only see a black screen and I can't see him anymore. Can everybody else hear him?
Okay, no. Let me try to restart connection with Assaf. 1 second.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Okay, Assaf.
There you go. I see you again.
Okay. It was good nap. I was napping for a while.
Good morning.
I really like the thing that you've done with the Black Box. So, Bradley, go with it. You can continue with what you wanted to plan to.
Oh, that was it, what I wanted to talk about. So back to you again.
Okay, so Assaf, would you like to tell about the promotion?
Sure.
About our special bonus?
Yeah. So whoever signed, the 10 first user that will sign to PPC winner with the code nonstop will get 1 month PPC winner, and then 1 month of Helium 10 for free. Okay, so it's the summer package you need to choose, and it's a non-stop the coupon code. So it costs $25, but then you're getting the both systems for 1 month. Or if you're a serious seller, you can use the non-stop 3, okay, the code, and you get 2 months PPC winner and 3 months Helium 10 for $99. So you get a value of $350 for free, okay? So you get 2 months PPC winner, 3 months Helium 10.
Amazing.
But,
so
again,
we get 2 tools for the price of 1.
Excuse me?
I'm asking if we're getting 2 tools in the price for the price of 1.
Yes.
Nobody else has this deal. Like, I don't know how Assaf got this, but like he used some special trick, I think, to get this. But like nobody has this deal, so this is really good.
No, seriously, it's benefit is worth hundreds of dollars, I think.
Yeah, with a special promotion that we are running together with the Helium 10. And, you know, we have a good relationship with the team over there. We're doing good stuff together, and you know, and everybody can see how the both software relates one to each other.
Amazing. So how do we get the promotion? So should we enter some coupon code or something like that?
Yeah, for the 1 month, you sign up to PPC winner with a coupon code called nonstop. So you can write it
in one word.
One word.
Okay, nonstop. So I'm gonna write it in the our live chat, in our broadcast chat. Okay, it is an amazing bonus, but okay, let me write it non-stop in one word, right?
And for the second bonus, that's valued $450 for only $99, you need to use non-stop 3.
Non-stop 3.
Yes.
Like with the number.
Letter 3. Yes.
Non-stop.
Number 3.
Oh, guys, that is an amazing bonus. It's crazy bonus. As I said before, 2 tools for the price of 1. It's crazy. So you should use it. And, you know, we are talking about 2 crazy super tools. Like I have a huge respect to Helium 10 and for PPC winner. And when you're getting both of them for the same price, it's not something that you're getting every day. So thank you guys for that. Thank you that you're getting that promotion to Amazon Nonstop viewers. And amazing. Assaf, we have a few more minutes, and I see that we okay. Okay, Assaf, people ask us, but what if I'm already subscribed to Helium 10?
No, it's only for new users.
Okay, so it's new promotion only for new users. Okay, so this is the answer. So guys, we have a few more minutes. Do you want to talk about some other subject or something something new to teach me as you did before, Bradley?
Sure. Let's see. What is something I can talk about? So I have a lot of good things. So what is something that a lot of people don't know about? Let me think. One thing that is important, and this is actually not even about Helium 10, because I like giving knowledge outside of that. And it's something I talked about in SellerCon, and that's the importance of split testing. Now, sometimes we split test with our live listing, but then we're losing sales because, you know, obviously one of them is not working and one of them is. So it's best to do a lot of your split testing before you get on Amazon, like your main image or your title. So I would use a website, and we have, you know, we don't own this website or anything, is PickFu, PICKFU.com. And they have a database of thousands and thousands of Amazon sellers. And you could say, hey, ask 50 Amazon sellers if they think this image is the best for the main image or this image and why. And within like 2 hours, you'll get a reply. How many people pick one, how many people pick the other, and the reason. So without having to do a split test live, you know, meaning that you might cost yourself sales, you can get this information. So again, this goes back to what I said before of don't always think that you are the #1 expert on your product. Most sellers do that. Oh, I know everything. I'm not going to listen to anything. I know everything I need to know. Don't trust yourself. Always test, always research, because most of the time you'll find out something different is actually the case.
I think that one thing I really liked on the SellerCon, there was another tip that you gave. It's really about how to get celebrity to introduce.
Yes. Yeah, you can get celebrity endorsements as well using a website called Cameo, CAMEO.com. Not all of them will make a endorsement. It's mostly meant for people to say happy birthday or Yeshar Koach or something like that to their friend or neighbor or something like that, or their family member. But sometimes you can get them to talk about your product or your company in like just like 15-second ad, and it can be as cheap as $50 or as expensive as $200 or $500 for somebody very famous. But it allows you to make a video, and then you keep that video, and you can maybe use that on your Amazon listing, or you can use it in a Facebook ad, or maybe in a mailing list to all of your customers, or maybe your Instagram or something, where you could show a famous person talking about your product. So that is cameo.com.
Amazing. Okay, guys, I think that we are done now. I think that we can talk for hours, but we have only 1 hour. Bradley, Assaf, I had such pleasure to have you here with us in Amazon Nonstop Group. It was very worthwhile waiting to this live. And thank you, guys. Thank you so much for cleaning your schedule and being with us, being our guests. And I think that the viewers enjoyed every second, because we didn't have many questions, so it means that they understood everything and they enjoyed every second. So, guys, good night, good morning to you, Bradley. Assaf, do you want to say something to our viewers?
Thank you for hosting us. It was a great pleasure being here. Bradley, it was great catching up with you again.
You too.
Again.
Bradley, it was a huge pleasure. Thank you very much, guys, and good night. להתראות, חברים.
ביי ביי.
ביי ביי.